Some interesting developments this week as we begin to look ahead to the 2022 election here in Georgia. Plus, state Republicans in a bit of a tough spot when it comes to redistricting. Our Jeff Hollinger discussed it all with NBC's Chuck Todd today.
We're about 6 months away from the 2022 primary election in Georgia, and Governor Kemp has a few Republican challengers, but there is a big name lurking out there, perhaps, that definitely would be an interesting test if he opts to get in. Former Senator David Perdue. Joining me right now is Chuck Todd, the moderator of NBC's Meet the Press. Chuck, former Senator Perdue made a radio appearance this week, and he got into a bit of a Twitter battle with Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan here. How real is this, do you think? Is there a possibility he might run against Kemp?
I don't think you do that radio interview. I don't think you get in, do what he's been doing. I don't think you meet with the former president and not be serious about it. It's clear he's pretty serious about it. I think the governor is acting as if David Perdue is on the verge of coming in. I don't think it's Vernon Jones that has gotten Brian Kemp fired up to get those early endorsements, to get on the air as quickly as he has. Look, all of this, I think, just creates a complicated atmosphere for Georgia Republicans. You know, the national landscape, and this is sort of the role Donald Trump is playing in the Republican Party. Are they going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory here? The political environment's never been better to be a Republican, as long as you're not too closely aligned with Donald Trump. And the more involved he gets in these primaries, I think the more complicated it just makes their efforts to win House seats and Senate seats and hold that governor's seat in Georgia. I can tell you this, Jeff, go do the research. Find how many incumbent governors had serious primary challenges, and even if they won it, how did they fare in their general elections?
Well, I think we
can tell you how it's not a good track record.
No, it's not at all. And by the way, redistricting now is talk of a lot of states, and it's really heated up here in Georgia this week. There's a new map by Republicans that would allow them to reclaim one of the congressional seats that they recently lost. So it appears that Republicans showed some restraint, but they're wary of shifting the demographics around here. It becomes very complicated as well.
Jeff, they have a real problem in Georgia, I think. I don't think they could, look, I think this is as aggressive of a map as they could do. I think if they try to get more aggressive, they could end up, creating more swing districts. The problem is the Atlanta metro area is just becoming so large that it's just, they can't create a hub and spoke. It is hard for them to create sort of split urban-rural seats or suburban rural seats. That's the game here, and you got to be careful of it. And I think that's what Georgia Republican map makers realize, which is why they got what looks to be slightly less aggressive.
Meet the Press airs Sunday morning at 10 right here on 11 Alive, and you can see more of Jeff's interview with Chuck tonight during 11 Alive primetime on the ATL.